Another way to bring life to your podcast recording is to add sound effects. So depending on what's happening, you might want to add a sound effect to help establish where your podcast is taking place, whether it's outside or on the water, maybe to help bring some excitement to a certain scene, some sound effects for maybe like a chase scene or an exciting moment. Or just maybe a sound effect to cue what you might want your audience to think about, like, are they confused? Are they in awe? So I'm going to show you how to add in a sound effect using Soundtrap. So I know that right here in my podcast, I want to add some birds chirping outside because I talk about how to get your body. One of the ways to be creative is to get outside and get your body moving. So first I'm going to come over here, click add a new track, and I'm going to go back to that loop library. And now I'm going to search for my sound effects. So I know I want birds. And then what I might even do is do sounds. So that way I'm getting rid of like music and I just have birds. So I can preview some different ones. All right, this is birds and wind chimes. Maybe footsteps on pavement birds. I liked this first one. Maybe try bird singing too. I really like this first one still. So I'm going to click this plus button. And if you get this little thing, don't worry about that. Just click got it. Now you can see my bird loop is in here. I'm going to click the music notes to get rid of that. So my little marker here, I figured out where I want my bird sound effect to go, and I have that here to help me figure that out. So I'm going to drag this over, and I'm going to actually have my bird start a little bit before because I want to fade them in so that it's not suddenly, there's birds there. I want to gradually bring it in, gradually bring it out. That makes it just a lot smoother of a listening experience for our podcast listeners. And then I'm going to click the little automation button over here, the zigzag, and click automation, and I'm going to go down to volume. So just like what we did with our music, it's the same thing here, right? I can control my volume. So I'm going to add my dots in, right? And I know that I want it to fade in, so I'm going to bring that down to quiet. And I don't want this to be as loud as my voice, so I'm actually going to bring my birds down a little bit. And then I'm going to listen to it just to see how it sounds. Great tip for helping to get your creative juices flowing is to get your physical body moving. All right, and that's not quite loud enough, so I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Try it again. Great tip for helping to get your creative juices flowing is to get your physical body moving. So if you're in a rut, go for a walk or go do something boring. Who knows what great idea will pop up, right? And then I'm probably going to stop it right there. And then I'm going to put another dot over here just so I can fade it back out. And you can also make your loop a little bit shorter, but you can see since my volume's out, it doesn't matter. If you want your sound effect to be longer, just like with music, we can grab this loop, we can drag it out, and we can make it shorter. And if I want to make it totally shorter, what I would just do is come right here. And just like with our audio, right, I can split my clip, and then I can delete that part. So I just have my little piece that I need for my birds. So that you can do as many sound effects as you want. You can always access them by going to your loop library here. Just remember that you want to make sure you still hear your audio over your sound effects. So don't let your sound effect volume overpower your speaking volume. And that's what's so great about this automation tool right here. Have fun adding some sounds.